Welcome to Peak Analytics.
Today, we're talking about Phil Robertson, the Duck Dynasty patriarch, master duck call-maker, and unapologetic Christian who turned a backyard business into a global phenomenon. From his recent passing to his wife, family, children, net worth, and rugged Louisiana lifestyle, we're covering it all. His cause of death, age, biography, and the wild journey that made him a reality TV icon. Whether you're a die-hard Duck Dynasty fan, a hunting enthusiast, or just curious about his larger-than-life story, this video's got everything you need to know about Phil Robertson. So, grab a glass of sweet tea, settle in, and let's get to it. Before we dive in, if you're feeling the vibes, smash that like button, share this video with your crew, and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you never miss a drop. Let's grow this community and keep the stories rolling. Let's start with the tough news first. Phil Robertson passed away on May 25, 2025, at the age of 79, as confirmed by his daughter-in-law Corey Robertson in a heartfelt Facebook post, per Hindustan Times. As of today, May 26, 2025, at 8:43 p.m. IST, no official cause of death has been disclosed, leaving fans and media speculating based on his known health struggles. Phil had been battling Alzheimer's disease, a blood disorder causing thick blood and suspected mini-strokes, and chronic back pain from a fractured vertebra, as shared by his son Willie in December 2024, per Taste of Country and Fox News. Willie described the back pain as so severe that Phil could barely walk, and his Alzheimer's made it impossible to continue podcasting, a passion he'd embraced late in life. X posts, like one from @Chris__X__, noted Phil's declining health, with fans like @Diptung01274703 quoting his belief that peace of mind and a relationship with God were his true riches. The Robertson family requested privacy, announcing a private memorial with a public celebration of his life to follow, per Yahoo News. Tributes poured in, with fans praising his faith and humor, though critics revisited his controversial past, which we'll unpack later. His passing marked the end of an era, but his legacy as a hunter, patriarch, and cultural figure endures. So, who was Phil Robertson? Born on April 24, 1946, in Vivian, Louisiana, Phil was 79 at the time of his death, a Taurus with a stubborn streak that drove his success, per Wikipedia. Standing at 6 feet 2 inches and weighing around 205 pounds, his long grey beard, camo gear, and headband became his signature look, making him a larger-than-life figure on Duck Dynasty, per BioWeb Hub. One of 7 children born to Merritt Hale and James Robertson, Phil grew up in a poor, rural household without electricity, running water, or indoor plumbing. His family lived off the land, hunting squirrels, rabbits, and ducks, which shaped his lifelong passion for the outdoors, per tuco.co.ke. Despite the hardships, Phil described his childhood as happy, filled with family, faith, and freedom, per Focus on the Family. His early life in Caddo Parish, surrounded by pine forests and bayous, laid the foundation for the Duck Commander empire. Phil's wife, Marcia, Miss K. Caraway Robertson, was his high school sweetheart and the heart of the Robertson family. They met in 1959 at a school dance and married in May 1966 when Kay was just 17, per Wikipedia and A&E. Their 58-year marriage was a testament to love and resilience, surviving Phil's dark days of alcoholism, infidelity, and sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle in the 1970s, when he ran a bar called The Wheel and briefly separated from Kay, per The Blind. Kay's unwavering faith, and Phil's conversion to Christianity in 1979 after a baptism by Church of Christ pastor Bill Smith, saved their marriage, a story dramatized in the 2023 film The Blind, per Focus on the Family. Kay, born December 18, 1948, is now 76 and known for her cooking, authoring Miss K's Duck Commander Kitchen and sharing recipes like banana pudding on Duck Dynasty. Despite a 2021 dog attack that required surgery and a 2024 broken foot limiting her mobility, Kay remained Phil's rock, welcoming his daughter from a past affair with Grace, per E! News. Her warmth and faith made her a fan favorite, and her strength carried the family through Phil's final years. The Robertson family is a sprawling dynasty, centered around faith and duck hunting. Phil and Kay have 4 sons, Alan, Jace, Willie, and Jep, and a daughter, Phyllis Thomas, revealed in 2020 as the result of a 1970s affair, per tuco.co.ke. Phyllis, born in 1975, contacted Phil after a DNA test and was warmly embraced, joining family duck hunts and celebrating Father's Day 2021 with Crawfish O'Grayton, per Yahoo News. The couple has 16 grandchildren, including Sadie, John Luke, and Bella, and several great-grandchildren, per A&E. Phil's brother, Silas C. Robertson, a Vietnam War veteran and Duck Dynasty breakout star, works at Duck Commander, known for his quirky stories and iced tea obsession. C., married to Christine with 2 children, Trassa and Scott, remained close to Phil, per People. The family's 6-bedroom West Monroe, Louisiana, home, with a pond and dock, is their hub, featured on Duck Dynasty and in family gatherings, per tuco.co.ke. Their Christian faith, seen in Phil's table prayers and church involvement, is the glue, per Duck Dynasty. Phil's children are the backbone of Duck Commander. Alan, 59, a beardless pastor, handles PR and joined Duck Dynasty in Season 4, married to Lisa with daughters Anna and Alex, per A&E. Jace, 55, crafts duck calls and is known for his dry humor, married to Missy with 3 kids, Reed, Cole, and MIA, who inspired the MIA Move Fund for Cleft Palate Care, per People. Willie, 52, the CEO, transformed Duck Commander into a multi-million-dollar brand, married to Corey with 6 children, including adopted sons Will and Rowdy, per Wikipedia. Jep, 46, films Duckman DVDs and moved to Austin, Texas, with wife Jessica and 5 kids, including adopted son Gus, per People. Sadie, Willie's daughter, is a best-selling author, live original, podcaster, and influencer, married to Christian Huff with 2 kids, per scottmax.com. The family's roles in the business and show made him reality TV royalty, with each member contributing to the Duck Dynasty brand. Phil's age at death, 79, reflected a life of grit and reinvention. His net worth was estimated at $10 million to $15 million in 2024, per tuco.co.ke, Mabumbe, and BioWeb Hub, though Hindustan Times valued Duck Commander at over $40 million. Phil earned $200,000 per Duck Dynasty episode at its peak, with the show generating $80 million in ads and $400 million in merchandising in 2013, per TV Insider and tuco.co.ke. His wealth came from duck call sales, reality TV, books, Happy, Unfiltered, speaking engagements, and endorsements for hunting gear like Under Armour, per justrichest.com. He co-authored the Duck Commander Faith and Family Bible with Alan, per Focus on the Family. Phil's philanthropy supported the MIA Move Fund, the Outdoor Dream Foundation for terminally ill children, and local churches, per tuco.co.ke. His estate, including the West Monroe home and business shares, likely benefits Kay and their children, per BioWeb Hub. Phil's lifestyle was quintessentially rural and low-tech. Living in West Monroe, he called himself a low-tech man in a high-tech world, shunning smartphones and computers, per Duck Dynasty. His days were spent hunting ducks, fishing, and cooking wild game, with fishing nets feeding his grandkids, per duckcommander.com. The family's 55,000-square-foot home, with a pond and boat dock, was a sanctuary, featured in Duck Dynasty episodes like Frog in One, per tuco.co.ke. Phil's faith drove his public speaking at churches and men's conferences, sharing his redemption from alcoholism, per Focus on the Family. He enjoyed simple pleasures, Kay's cooking, family dinners, and storytelling, while avoiding Hollywood's glitz, per A&E. His rugged look, long beard, camo jacket, and headband, was his brand, but it came with controversies that shaped his public image. Phil's 2013 GQ interview sparked a firestorm when he called homosexuality sinful, paraphrasing Corinthians, and suggested pre-civil rights race relations were harmonious, per Wikipedia. The comments led to accusations of homophobia and racial insensitivity, prompting A&E to suspend him briefly from Duck Dynasty. Fan backlash, with petitions and support from figures like Sarah Palin, led to his reinstatement, per Wikipedia. Critics argued his remarks normalized harmful stereotypes, while supporters saw him as exercising free speech and faith. His 2015 CPAC speech, linking STDs to Nazis and hippies and using a graphic atheist murder analogy, drew further criticism for extremism, per Wikipedia. Phil doubled down, framing his views as biblical truth, but the backlash highlighted a divide. To fans, he was a principled patriarch. To detractors, a polarizing figure whose rhetoric oversimplified complex issues. This tension defined his later years, amplified by his unashamed podcast and In the Woods with Phil on Blaze TV, per Taste of Country. Phil's biography is a saga of transformation. Growing up poor in Vivian, he excelled at football, baseball, and track at North Caddo High School, earning a full scholarship to Louisiana Tech University, where he started as quarterback ahead of NFL legend Terry Bradshaw, per A&E. He quit football in 1967, prioritizing hunting over a pro career, despite offers from the Washington Redskins, per Mabumbe. With a bachelor's in physical education, 1968, and a master's in education, 1974, he taught school briefly but found his calling in duck hunting, per tuco.co.ke. In 1972, frustrated with existing duck calls, he invented a better one, launching Duck Commander in 1973 from a shed, per duckcommander.com. The business struggled until Willie's leadership and Duck Dynasty, 2012 to 2017, turned it into a multi-million-dollar empire, with 11.8 million viewers for its Season 4 premiere, per TV Insider. The show, A&E's top nonfiction series, showcased the family's faith, humor, and hunting, spawning spin-offs like Jep and Jessica. Phil's career extended beyond TV. His books, including Happy, 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 a New York Times bestseller, and Unfiltered, shared his life lessons, per justrichest.com. The 2023 film The Blind, starring Aaron Von Andrian as young Phil, grossed millions, depicting his early struggles and redemption, per Wikipedia. His unashamed podcast with sons Alan and Jace reached millions, though Alzheimer's curtailed his role by 2024, per Fox News. He produced hunting videos like Duckman of Louisiana and spoke at events like the 2014 Republican Leadership Conference, per Wikipedia. His influence reached politics, endorsing Ted Cruz in 2016 and speaking at CPAC, per Taste of Country. Phil's early life wasn't glamorous. His 1970s bar running days, fueled by alcoholism, led to infidelity and a separation from Kay, per The Blind. His 1979 conversion to Christianity, inspired by Pastor Bill Smith, was a turning point, leading him to quit drinking and rebuild his family, per Focus on the Family. He turned down NFL tryouts to focus on ducks, a choice that paid off when Duck Commander hit Walmart shelves, per duckcommander.com. His faith shaped his outspokenness, but critics argued it sometimes veered into judgment, as seen in his 2013 GQ remarks, per Wikipedia. Supporters, however, saw his story as proof of redemption, a narrative central to The Blind and his public talks. Fun facts: Phil started ahead of Terry Bradshaw at Louisiana Tech, but chose hunting over the NFL, per A&E. His first duck call sold $8,000 in 1972, a humble start for $1 million brand, per duckcommander.com. Kay was 15 and pregnant with Alan when they married, per Wikipedia. Phil's daughter Phyllis learned to cook Cajun dishes with him, per Yahoo News. He once lived in a tent to avoid bar debts, per The Blind. His favorite Duck Dynasty episode, Frog in One, showed him teaching grandkids to hunt frogs, per tuco.co.ke. Phil Robertson's life was a masterclass in resilience, faith, and family. From a poor Louisiana kid to a $15 million reality TV icon, he built Duck Commander and a legacy that outlives him. His passing at 79 leaves a void, but his story, of redemption, hunting, and unfiltered conviction, inspires millions. What's your favorite Phil Robertson moment? His duck calls, Duck Dynasty chaos, or his bold faith? Drop it in the comments, and let's get the convo going. If you loved this deep dive, give it a huge thumbs up, share it with your squad, and subscribe for more epic stories. Hit that notification bell to stay locked in. Until next time, keep it real, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.